Two with one from half court. Go off the mark.
It's time for high school sports right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
At the buzzer.
The third match between the Eastmont Wildcats and the Wenatchee Panthers. I'm Grant Olson along with Eric Granstrom. And Eric, both teams 3 wins now in league play. Eastmont 0-4 so far in the month of February, while Wenatchee is 2-2. So you think Wenatchee might have a little momentum coming into this one?
Absolutely. Eastmont's had 5 games in a row they've lost, and all 5 they had leads that they lost. They got to figure out that fourth quarter problem.
And you know, Wenatchee got beat by 19 points in that first matchup, 4 points in the second. They played a much better game in that second matchup. What did they do that night that was different from the first night?
I think the physicality of Wenatchee. If they can keep their big guys out of foul trouble, keep Camden Lloydhammer on the floor, that's huge for them. Meanwhile, Eastmont's got the same problem. That's why they've been giving up some of these leads in the fourth quarter, is their bench is not very deep. Wenatchee has a deeper bench than Eastmont does. Eastmont's got to keep all 5 of their starters in the game for most of those 4 quarters.
And both teams with 3 wins, tournament right around the corner. This is a big game tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You got 2 games left for both teams tonight, tomorrow night. Eastmont's going to be on the road down in the Yakima area. Wenatchee will have tomorrow night here on the NCWLIFE channel against Moses Lake. They don't get any bigger than this. Top 6 teams advance to the play-in games on Wednesday. These teams want to have a home game. That will be determined over the next 2 nights.
All right, it should be a great one tonight, Wenatchee and Eastmont. And when our pregame show continues, we will talk with Eastmont coach George Juarez and Wenatchee coach Robin Kansky as the coverage continues here on the NCWLIFE channel. Stick around. Continues now on the NCWLIFE channel as we are joined by Wenatchee head basketball coach Robin Kansky. And coach, 2-2 so far in the month of February. The last time you played Eastmont, you played them to 4 points. A little momentum maybe tonight coming in here with Eastmont 4 straight losses in this month.
Well, I hope so. I hope we've grown since then, and I'm looking forward to it.
So what did you do in that second matchup to make it closer than in that first game?
Didn't shoot as many threes.
Is that the key tonight, to maybe slow it down to your tempo tonight and keep this a low-scoring game? Is that what you're hoping?
Yeah, I think that's in our best interest, to keep the score down and play great team defense and be more picky about our shots.
So how do you feel about playing a team 3 times in a season, especially when it's your crosstown rival, a packed house here tonight? It's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting, and it could be 4 times. We'll see.
That's right. A lot to be determined here with the tournament next week. Coach, best of luck tonight, and thanks again for joining us.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for being here.
Absolutely. And when we come back, we'll visit with Eastmont head coach George Juarez as the pregame show continues right after this. We are back and joined now by Eastmont Wildcat head coach George Juarez. And coach, been kind of a tough February. 0-4 so far this month, all close games, but it seems like it comes down to the end and the team just can't finish. What's been the issue there?
Well, you are correct. You know, the last 4 games we played, 2 against Davis and 2 against West Valley. We've held leads late in the game and just have not been able to get some offense going at those critical times. And we had opportunities, don't get me wrong. We just were unable to convert on those opportunities. And that happens once in a while.
All right, you're playing Wenatchee for the 3rd time this season. You've beaten Wenatchee twice this season. How hard is it to beat not just a team 3 times, but a crosstown rival 3 times in one season?
You know, people have commented on that, whether it be next time we play West Valley or our situation with Wenatchee. The reality is these games are just taken as a game at a time. And tonight, the most important thing for us is this game. We will play it as hard as we can, and the team that plays the best is going to win.
So what's your plan tonight as far as tempo? I think Wenatchee probably wants to keep this a low-scoring, maybe slow-down game. Are you thinking the other way?
What do you think?
I think you probably are, yeah.
You know, we're best when we're out running the court.
Right.
We have to get into our transition game, which means we have to rebound extremely well, and we have to defend well. So we will attempt to get that ball out there and get the ball up the court.
All right, Coach. As always, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back, it's tip time. Wenatchee and Eastmont for the 3rd time this season, and it's coming up next right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
To achieve greatness once, it's not the end of the journey. It is only the beginning. Introducing the next all-electric super truck. The revolutionary GMC Hummer EV SUV. Reserve one now while they last.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Join us each week as the NCW Tech Alliance team networks with individuals driving change in technology, entrepreneurship, and STEM education. Their nonprofit mission is to connect people and technology resources to create a thriving community. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel. This is the NCWLIFE Community Calendar, brought to you by Mail It Your Way. On February 12th, the Wenatchee Valley Museum is hosting a drop-in makerspace workshop. Learn how to make 2 light-up Valentine cards for the people you love. Watch the big game live on 3 jumbo screens at the Pybus Pigskin Party, Sunday, February 13th. Bring the family down to enjoy game day food, drink specials, and play yard games on the concourse. For more information and other community events, visit ncwlife.com.
Pre-game show continues now on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom. And Eric, I love the crowd here tonight. Packed house for this third game of the season between Eastmont and Wenatchee. Both teams with 3 wins now in the Columbia Basin Big 9 Conference. This is huge with the tournament, next week. So this is a pivotal game in the Big 9.
Yeah, absolutely. Eastmont 3-6, Wenatchee 3-7 coming in. Davis has already won the Big 9. They're 10-0. Wrapping up the season. Moses Lake in second place right now at 7-2. West Valley third at 8-3. So the top 2 teams get a bye to the second round of the district tournament. So you're looking at 3, 4, 5, and 6 in that postseason skirmish to get into the play-in game on Wednesday. Eisenhower, they're pretty much out. They're 0-9. They can't get there. So how's it going to stack up as far as where you are heading into the postseason? And again, this game tonight will determine a lot of that.
There might be a 4th meeting between these teams next week if things work out.
About
That's right.
If either Wenatchee or Eastmont are home, we will have that broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel on Wednesday night. Starts at 6 o'clock. And like you say, it could be these 2 teams playing once again.
And I love how this kind of matches up tonight, Eric. Wenatchee wants to play a slow down, keep this score low tonight, as Coach Kansky said. On the other end of the spectrum, Eastmont wants to get out and run and make this a high-scoring, big-flying game tonight for the Wildcats. So totally different game plans for these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about the fact that these teams have met twice so far this season. It was kind of reverse of what Eastmont's problems have been here down the stretch here, as they've been losing fourth-quarter leads. Wenatchee held the lead into the fourth quarter of both of the meetings earlier. It was Eastmont that came back and won it in the fourth quarter.
And Coach Juarez mentioned it in the pregame interview that they had their chances. They know they didn't finish in 4 straight games, 2 against West Valley, 2 against Davis, but they had their chances in every one of those games. So instead of 0-4 this month, Eric, they could be 4-0 just as easily.
Yeah, definitely so. As we mentioned, the game coming in tonight, they played twice. Eastmont winning the first meeting 68-49, and then winning the second meeting 58-53. So I don't know if you can match the drama of what we had in the girls' game here earlier. If you're just tuning in, it was Wenatchee upending Eastmont in double overtime in our opening game here tonight by a final of 58-53. Wenatchee's first win in Big 9 play of the season.
And boy, could it be any better for them on the road at Eastmont? That's just the way you want things to happen. All right, let's take a look now at tonight's starting lineup, and we'll begin with the visiting Wenatchee Panthers. At guard, senior 6-footer Johnny Amezcua. Also at a wing is Luke
Byer.
We're going to get that right here eventually. He's
just think Byer, not a seller.
Right. Senior at 6'4". Camden Lloydhammer will have a lot to say in this game tonight. 6'5" senior. Also another senior starting tonight, Trent Goodell. He is 6'4", and they will round out the starting lineup with 6'4" junior Rivers Cook. Head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers is Robin Kansky. And for the homestanding Eastmont Wildcats, Logan Snyder the start tonight, 6'1" senior. Spencer Heimbigner, also a senior guard at 5'10", will start tonight alongside Eamon Monahan, who's a 6-foot junior. Ethan Easley, who can be so dangerous at times, 6'2" senior wing player. And rounding out the starting lineup, who played outstanding against Davis the last time we covered Eastmont, is Terrell Malcolm, a 6'1" senior. Head coach of Eastmont is George Juarez.
Officials for tonight's ball game from the Chelan County Officials Association: Paul Weddle, Eric Goki, and Cody Pregshot. Looking for a good one here tonight. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth battle. And like you say, Eastmont, I think they really want to run it. Wenatchee really wants to slow them down.
And you got to remember that first matchup, Eric, when we did that game, Eamon Monahan had 31 points. I think he made 6 3-pointers that night, and that's something Wenatchee's got to watch out for. And I think Wenatchee, though, has a little bit of an advantage down low with all this height.
Yeah, I think we're going to see 2 different games here. We're going to see a perimeter shooting game for Eastmont, where Wenatchee wants to work that ball inside. And I know Camden Lloydhammer has a tendency to play outside a lot. They got to get him on the high post, and maybe a little game between he and Rivers Cook. And I'll tell you what, Rivers Cook has really come along this season for Wenatchee.
I think he might be the most improved player of any team that we've covered this year so far. But, you know, going back to that height advantage, Ethan Easley is the tallest starter at 6'2", and Wenatchee goes 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", and 6'4", so that could be a big difference.
So there's 2 things there. One, work the ball inside offensively, but also you got to take care of the rebounds. There's no excuse to let those little guys for Eastmont get position on you.
You're taller, you're bigger, get the rebounds, and then don't bring that ball down to where the little guys are.
I agree 100%. As I mentioned, Wenatchee 2-2 record so far in the month of February, while Eastmont is 0-4, looking for their first win here in the month of February. So packed house here at Eastmont High School tonight. Would you expect anything less here from these two crowds?
It's almost, Grant, feeling back to normal.
It's what?
Almost feeling like we're back to normal.
You know, it is. I like that a lot, except for the mask still. Everybody's kind of wearing, but you got to wear them indoors. Don't forget that.
That's right.
That's right. All right, should we take a quick timeout?
Sure, we got time.
Let's take a quick 60-second timeout, and we'll come back for the tip. Eastmont and Wenatchee right after this. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
All right, the players have been introduced, and we are just about ready for the tip. Wenatchee in their brand new away purple uniforms, trimmed in white and gold, while Eastmont in their home whites with red and Columbia blue. And we are just about set to go. We mentioned it. Great crowd on hand here at Eastmont High School tonight. What else would you want to do on a Saturday night than watch Eastmont and Wenatchee?
Now wait, don't rush the weekend. It's only Friday.
Well, that's true. That's true. And we're going to do this again tomorrow night.
Yeah, we are.
That's right. We'll be in Wenatchee tomorrow night for a doubleheader as the Moses Lake Chiefs come to town. But first, some business to take care of here at Eastmont. Matchup number 3, Eastmont and Wenatchee, as Trent Goodell will jump it up in the center circle for Wenatchee against Logan Snyder for the Eastmont Wildcats. The ball is up, the tip is up, and it could be controlled by the Wildcats. It's Eamon Monahan. Heimbinger now, the point guard, will get things started for the Wildcats to Malcolm. Here's Heimbinger, back to Monahan. Got to keep your eye on him. He easily can get hot, too. Takes that three, no good. Malcolm, though, the offensive rebound to Snyder. Heimbinger, as Eastmont, nice ball movement at the perimeter. Here's Malcolm again. Dribbles left side, gets it over there easily. Back to Malcolm. NBA three off the glass, no good. And Trent Goodell, the rebound for the Panthers. Wenatchee's first possession offensively here of the night with Lloydhammer. I like these purple uniforms.
Yeah,
these
pretty
new
sharp.
They are.
Pretty sharp.
Amezcua now. Lloydhammer. Rivers Cook. Byer has it. The Rivers Cook underneath. Left-handed shot up, no good. And Monahan, the rebound for the Wildcats. Quickly down court to Easley. Easley baseline cut off there. Monahan's going to take the baseline shot for three. Good. He can get hot, and Wenatchee's does not want that to happen. Lloydhammer now bombs away, no good. Easily the rebound for the Wildcats. Outlet, Heimbinger quickly. Malcolm in the lane, no good. Rebound into the hands of Camden Lloydhammer. Outlet to Goodell, now down to Byer. Holds it over his head on the far wing. Back out top of the key now to Lloydhammer. 6.5 minutes left to go, just underway first quarter. Eastmont leads it 3-0. Amezcua at the elbow, picked up his dribble and gets the shot to go.
I don't know how he made that. Boy, he was off balance, leaning forward, leaning sideways, still got it.
Monahan, Heimbinger, now quick movement to Malcolm for three. It's good. Pair of three-pointers, and Eastmont leads it 6-2 here early on. Just dip under 6 minutes left to go first quarter. Lloydhammer, not a Goodell.
Easley out on him. Man-to-man defense here for the Wildcats. To Amezcua. Loses control of the basketball, and that's our first turnover of the night. As Monahan back the other way, left-handed, no good. Easley, the offensive rebound. Malcolm puts up the three. Good again. He's got 2 threes, and it's a 9-2 Wildcat lead.
Boy, Tyrell Malcolm, if he is hot from the outside, Wenatchee's going to have a long night tonight.
Nice backdoor cut by Amezcua. Kicks it out to Byer. He takes the three, no good. Wenatchee had a pair of rebounders there, but lose it out of bounds instead, and it'll be Wildcat basketball with his 7-point lead. Coach Kansky telling the referees he wants to talk things over with his team that looks a bit winded right now. 32nd timeout. We'll keep it right here. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy. You can find them online at biosports.net. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And by Charter College. They get to work, they get you to work. Find out about, I mess that up every time. Find out about how to enroll today at chartercollege.edu. And Charter College, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
They
work
work the way, to get you to work.
By the way, our talk with Robin Kansky and with Coach Juarez brought to you by TC Slingers for your landscape supplies and material placement. It is TC Slingers.
Thank you for covering for me there, Eric.
Well, you know, I'm all about the team, baby.
Out of the timeout, Wildcat basketball with a 9-2 lead.
Wenatchee 1 for 6 so far from the field. Eastmont is 3 of 4.
Snyder back out. Heimbinger free throw line stopped there. Now hands it to Easley. Quickly to Monahan. Good ball movement by the Wildcats here in this opening quarter. Open player is Logan Snyder. Throws up an air ball. Byer the rebound for the Panthers. Outlet to Lloydhammer. Top of the key, here's Goodell with Easley on him. Goodell's going to take it to the basket with that height advantage. One-hand scoop shot in the lane, no good. Rebound into the hands of Heimbinger. Now here's Monahan. Stops and pops from 14, no good. Gets his own rebound. Now it's Easley from the left elbow. Good. Eastmont looks very much in control of their offense here early on with a 9-point lead now, 11-2. Lloydhammer. Stops at the elbow. Nice dump pass. Head fake by Goodell. Up and in. 11-4. 7-point Wildcat lead. So we approach the halfway mark of this first quarter. Near side wing. Malcolm's going to fire again. No good. He's been hot. Rebound. It's a long one into the hands of Amezcua. Now to Lloydhammer. Crosses the half-court stripe. Still on the dribble. Left hand. Dribbles it off his foot. Picks it up and now asks for some help. Still looking for help. Gets it to Goodell. Goodell backing in against Easley, but kicks it out instead against Lloydhammer, who has different colored tennis shoes tonight. Here's Amezcua baseline. Clock running down on the shot clock. Rivers Cook puts it up, no good. And there's Malcolm with that great leaping ability with the rebound. Eamon Monahan from downtown. Good. 4 3-pointers in this quarter for the Wildcats, and Eastmont now with a 10-point lead. Lloydhammer takes a couple of dribbles, top of the key with Malcolm out on him. Lloydhammer goes around him. Malcolm tips it out of his hand, and it goes off a Panther and out of bounds, and it'll be Eastmont basketball.
Nice job by Terrell Malcolm to reach in there and pester Wenatchee as they're trying to handle the basketball. Eastmont 50% from the field to start this game.
Amazing.
5 for 10.
Here's Heimbinger near side. Malcolm with Lloydhammer on him. Both teams man-to-man defense here in this first quarter. It's Eamon Monahan. Amezcua hand in his face. Now to Easley. He's going to put up a three. No good. Rebound. Long one into the hands of Lloydhammer. Looks down court. Nobody there. Panthers slowly bring it up this time. 2:38 left to go first quarter. Eastmont up by 10, 14-4. Amezcua, free throw line. He's going to drive. Floater in there, no good. Monahan the rebound. He tries to dribble out of traffic, and then we're going to have a reach-in foul on a Panther. This foul is on Luke Byer. That's his first foul and the first team foul by either teams here in this first quarter.
Michael Torres comes in for Wenatchee quickly.
And Michael Torres has been playing outstanding basketball for the Panthers. We're going to see a lot of him tonight. Heimbinger on the dribble, hands it to Monahan. Now quickly over to Logan Schneider. Still a 10-point Wildcat lead. Lloydhammer hits the deck under the basket. Malcolm has it now. Back to Snyder. He's going to take the three. No good. Not sure that's the guy that you want shooting it if you're Coach Juarez. I mean, Snyder's an amazing athlete, but
he's been taking the chances here.
He
last
has.
Few games we've seen
you know, you're not going to know unless you shoot. There's Lloydhammer to the basket. He's fouled, and he doesn't get the shot to go. I think he would have counted. And he'll go to the line and shoot two. Logan Snyder with that foul. And our first free throws of the night will be attempted by Camden Lloydhammer. I noticed that Antonio D'Angelo is in the lineup tonight for the first time too, Eric, for Wenatchee. He hasn't played a lot of this season. Lloydhammer misses his first attempt.
Panthers 2 for 10 from the field so far.
Wow. Lloydhammer will get another one. This time it's good. And that cuts the lead to 9. 14-5 our score with 1:52 left in this first quarter. Malcolm dumps it down to Monahan. Back out Heimbinger. Looks to the right side, goes to the near side wing. It's Monahan. Lost control of it a bit, but it's in the hands of Heimbinger.
Boy, Eastmont moves the basketball quickly around the floor.
They really do. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock now. Here's Easley, and we've got a traveling violation called on the Wildcats, and I've got them for that, their first turnover of this first quarter.
Yep, one per side.
Minute and a half left. First quarter, quick moving first quarter. It's 14-5 Eastmont with the lead. Here's Lloydhammer.
Bucket this time down.
Oh, down low, nobody home. I thought Goodell thought Rivers Cook was going to the basket. He wasn't.
Yeah, I think Terrell Malcolm had a hold of him and was pulling him back away from the rack.
And Malcolm has a little grin on his face, too. I think he knew he got away with one there. Here's Heimbinger across the half-court line. Minute 12 left first quarter. Monahan, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound into the hands of Goodell. Outlet Lloydhammer. Kicks it out. Here's Torres. Now to the basket, up and in, and he fouled. Michael Torres, the 6'2 junior, with a chance now for a three-point play for the Panthers, just what they needed. That foul is on Eamon Monahan.
Love to see the aggressive play. Either end, boys, girls, doesn't matter. Man, you get an opening, take it.
Boy, and I think the times that we've seen Wenatchee play a lot of that time, Michael Torres is the best player on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. Very fleet of foot.
Just very
good ball
athletic.
Handler,
yeah.
And really good on the defensive end, too.
Got a chance now to complete this three-point play in a 14-7 ball game. Right-handed shooter on the way. It's good. 14-8 as the Panthers now have cut this 10-point lead to 6, and we're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Heimbinger. Torres out on him defensively. Eric mentioned a good defensive player. Now it's Easley to Snyder. Looks for somebody inside. Gets it inside. It's Monahan from 14. Good.
Interesting matchup with Lloydhammer on Monahan. Monahan, as you mentioned, one of the best players Eastmont has offensively this season.
Nice pass down low again by Lloydhammer to Goodell, but no shot taken. Back out Lloydhammer. Working on Easley. Backs him in on the elbow. Now to Goodell. Gets his player, the defender player, to leave his feet, and then the ball's knocked out of bounds out of Rivers Cook hands by Malcolm, and the Panthers 7 seconds on the shot clock. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. 8-point Eastmont lead. Lloydhammer will bring it in for the Panthers. Underneath, there's Rivers Cook working on Malcolm. Can't get it to go. Point blank. Malcolm the rebound. Eastmont now can get the last shot of this quarter. 7 seconds left. Heimbinger. Right side, Malcolm. He's going to fire away from the wing. No good. Easily the rebound. Then it's knocked out of his hands by Goodell and goes out of bounds. And that will end our first period of play. After one here at Eastmont High School, it's Eastmont 16 and Wenatchee 8. Second quarter action coming your way in 30 seconds.
To achieve greatness once, it's not the end of the journey. It is only the beginning. next all-electric super truck. The revolutionary GMC Hummer EV SUV. Reserve one now while they last.
All right, one quarter in the books in meeting number 3 between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats. And after one, it's Eastmont 16 and Wenatchee 8. And Eric, a big discrepancy in field goal percentage right now.
Eastmont is 6 of 15 from the field in that first quarter of play. Wenatchee just 3 of 12.
Wow. Wenatchee will have it here to begin this second quarter. It's Lloyd Hammer. Once again, Eastmont comes out man-to-man defense to Torres. Heimbinger on him. Torres gets a screen from Goodell, stops free throw line, takes the shot there. It's short off the front of the rim, and Easley the rebound. And he'll just bring it across the timeline himself, gets it batted away by Goodell and out of bounds, and it will remain Wildcat ball. All right, Malcolm side out in front of the Wenatchee cheering section. Good crowd, as we mentioned, on hand here at Eastmont tonight. Monahan, 3 again. Boy, that looked good from here. He missed it, but easily the offensive rebound. And Eastmont again wings it around the perimeter. Monahan back to Heimbinger. Over to the other side now. It's Malcolm. Tried to get it down low to Snyder in traffic, and that's the second turnover on the Wildcats. Now Wenatchee turns it right back over as Goodell can't handle it. Here's Monahan, that 12-footer no good. Rebound, and it's in the hands of Malcolm. Back up and in. Malcolm with 8 points. Eamon Monahan with 8 as well for Eastmont here in this first half.
And Eastmont winning the battle of the glass right now.
Absolutely. A Mezqua now, almost a walk, and they do call it finally.
4 turnovers here in this first half for Wenatchee to Eastmont's 2.
Wenatchee seems just to be pressing just a little bit more than they need to here offensively. Now it's Heimbinger. Brings it up slowly this time for the Wildcats. Eastmont a 10-point lead once again, 18-8. Monahan, turnaround jumper in the lane. Can't get it to go, but easily the rebound. And he kicks it back out to Logan Snyder. And the Wildcats reload, but not for long. Monahan's going to take the 3. Long rebound off the front of the rim. And we've got a foul as a couple of players were going for that loose ball, and it's going to be on Malcolm. So that's the third team foul now on Eastmont here in this first half. 1 on the Panthers as Luke Byer comes back in.
Mezqua checked out for Wenatchee. I think he asked to come out.
A little tired maybe here in this first half. 6:25 left to go second quarter. Lloyd Hammer out on top with Snyder working on him. Just bowls his way into the basket, and he's going to get fouled. There wasn't anything stopping Lloyd Hammer on that drive.
I think Lloyd Hammer loves the fact that he's got Logan Snyder on him. Even though Snyder is physical, I think Lloyd Hammer is a little bit better of an athlete.
They love just banging each other in there. Here's Goodell now on the inbounds pass, backing up Easley. Won't take the shot to Byer. Now back to Lloyd Hammer. He's going to drive again, gets decked. This might be on Easley. Coach Juarez doesn't like that call. And it is. It's on Ethan Easley.
5 team fouls on Eastmont.
Boy, this could be some free throws for Wenatchee here later on in this quarter as Adrian Ruffins gets set to check in for the Wildcats. Lloyd Hammer at the line. First one good. Camden Lloyd Hammer now 2 of 3 from the line as Rivers Cook takes a break, and Ryan Paleo comes in, a 6'2 senior. Camden Lloyd Hammer will get another one here in this 18-9 game. A right-handed free throw shooter, no good, and the rebound to Ruffins. 50% now from the line for Lloyd Hammer. Easley, baseline, it's Monahan, back out to Terrell Malcolm. And now Heimbinger resets the Eastmont Wildcat offense. Monahan working on Torres. That's a really good matchup as Monahan gets the shot off, but Torres got him on the wrist. And Monahan will go to the line and shoot 2. That's a really good matchup, Torres and Monahan.
Only the second team foul on Wenatchee.
Eamon Monahan at the line has 8 points in this game, all in the first quarter, yet to score here in the second, and changes that right there with a made free throw. Substitution in for Eastmont, and it's Nick Wiersma checks in. Wiersma, 5'8" senior.
Eastmont's got a little cold in this quarter, but they've got 21 shots from the field to Wenatchee's 13.
Wow, huge difference. Monahan makes the free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip, and he's got double figures with 10 points. 20-9. Eastmont leads by 11 now with 5:46 left. Lloydhammer lost the dribble out of bounds, but it was knocked out of his hands and out of bounds by Wiersma, and Wiersma and Lloydhammer have a little chuckle. Lloydhammer inbounds, nice play. Goodell gets Ruffins off his feet, can't get the shot high off the glass. Rebound, and it's put back up and in by Palaio. Monahan back the other way for the Wildcats. Wiersma now on the baseline. It's Malcolm, dump pass down to Ruffins. Ruffins a move in there, the shot up, no good, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. And we'll see who this Panther foul is on, and it's on Goodell, Trent Goodell, his first, and now the third team foul on Wenatchee here in this first half.
Good move by Ruffins, a little more in control than what we've seen in the past, but he got the ball down low.
Right-handed shooter, first free throw, good. First point of the night for the 6'3" sophomore. Get another one, it's on the way, off the back of the rim, this time no good. Byer the rebound. Panthers back the other way, down by 10. Lloydhammer picked up his dribble, gets it to Goodell, dumps it down to Palaio on the baseline, forces his way in there, gets it to go. He's got 4 quick points now off the Panther bench.
Boy, we talked about Wenatchee being a little thin on the bench. Important to get those key contributions from Palaio 2 times down the floor.
Monahan with Lloydhammer on him. Wheels it around to Malcolm. Spins at the free throw line. Almost lost control of it. Now to Monahan. 9 on the shot clock for the Wildcats. Monahan over far side. Easley wheels it over to Terrell Malcolm. Was going to take the 3 in and out. No good. Boy. Lloydhammer the rebound to Torres. One-hand shuffle pass. Palaio's going to take a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Malcolm with that great leaping ability with the rebound. That one was kicked off of Torres and goes out of bounds, and it'll be Wildcat basketball.
Eastmont's missed 5 shots in a row from the field
after such a hot start from the floor in that first quarter. Coach Juarez wants to talk things over, and it's a full timeout with 4:28 left to go in the second quarter. Eastmont 21 and Wenatchee 13. We're back courtside in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service, installation, and repair since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality. So for the Eastmont Wildcats, 10 points so far for Eamon Monahan, 8 points for Terrell Malcolm, and they've been kind of a 2-man wrecking crew here, Eric, in this first half.
Yeah, definitely so. And Eastmont taking care of the glass here tonight, out-rebounding Wenatchee 14-9.
Wow. And such a height advantage for the Panthers, too, as Wenatchee now slides into a zone defense. First time we've seen that tonight. Here's Wiersma out to Monahan. Back out Wiersma. Baseline. Nice shovel pass to Adrian Ruffins. No good. Offensive rebound. Back up by Easley is no good. And finally, Byer clears the boards for the Panthers. Outlet to Goodell. Crossover dribble on Ruffins, and he finds Byer streaking to the basket. Good. First points of the night for Luke Byer. Spin move Malcolm on the other end, and an offensive foul is called on Terrell Malcolm, and that's his second personal foul.
Wenatchee's connected on 3 field goals in a row. Eastmont has missed 7 field goals in a row.
And Eastmont still a 6-point lead, 21-15, with 3:44 left in the second quarter. Here's Lloydhammer. Near side, Torres going to put up a 3. Good!
Splashdown.
Woo! 6 points off the bench now for Michael Torres, the junior. And it's 21-18. Wenatchee clawing their way back into this. Monahan playing catch with Wiersma. Wiersma now drives into the lane. May have got caught on the arm there, and he did. And it's going to be on Michael Torres, his second foul. Johnny Amezcua quickly off the bench, and he'll replace Torres in the lineup.
Reese Gallagher also in for Eastmont to replace Tyrell Malcolm.
As Wiersma is set to bring it in for Eastmont. Looking for some help, still looking. Now finds Monahan with it, with Amezcua out on him as Wenatchee goes right back to a man-to-man defense. Driving to the basket, the shot in and out, no good by Monahan, and we've got a foul coming back the other way, and it's on the Wildcats. And it's on Eamon Monahan, and that's number 2 on him. So Logan Snyder, Eamon Monahan, and Tyrell Malcolm all with 2 personal fouls here in this first half.
After Eastmont was 6 of 15 in the first quarter from the field, they're 1 for 11 now in the second.
So Wenatchee in the bonus sets the 7th foul on the Wildcats. And we're going to shoot some free throws here with Trent Goodell. 21-18. Wenatchee down by 3. And Trent Goodell, the senior, at the free throw line. 6'4" senior. 2 points so far in this one. Free throw on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Here's Wiersma going to take a 3. It's good! Off the bench, Nick Wiersma. 24-18, Wildcats, under 3 minutes left to go now before halftime. Here's Lloydhammer. Gallagher on him underneath, a forced pass that time, and we've got a jump ball called. Paleo and Easley. Players get a little frisky down there.
A little consternation on the brow.
And here we go. I mentioned it earlier, Eric. Antonio D'Angelo back in the Wenatchee lineup. 6'4" senior. He's been injured for most of this season. So I'm anxious to see what D'Angelo can do tonight. Here's Wiersma for Eastmont. Near side Gallagher. Back to Wiersma. Why not? He made his last one. This time it's an air ball, though, and goes out of bounds. As Amezcua and Wiersma have some words, too. All right, D'Angelo will bring it in for the Panthers. 2:39 left in second quarter.
Playing the same team for the 3rd time in a season, it's kind of like relatives that hang around too long around Thanksgiving. Would you go home?
Here's Byer for the Panthers. Dumps it down low. Baseline. Paleo puts up the shot. No good. Rebound, though, to D'Angelo. Hits the ground hard. And a traveling violation is going to be called against Antonio D'Angelo.
5th turnover for Wenatchee here in this first half.
Might be one of the best names in the Big Sky. Antonio D'Angelo.
Yes.
Just kind of slides off your tongue.
Yes.
Here's Wiersma now. Back the other way. 6-point Wildcat lead as we get close to 2 minutes left in this first half. Quick moving first half. Wiersma kicks it out. Gallagher can't take the shot. Tried to get it down to Wiersma. Wiersma going the other direction, and that's a turnover for Eastmont.
3rd turnover in the first half for Eastmont. Both teams been handling the ball pretty well so far.
They really have.
Big possession for Wenatchee this time down.
2 minutes left to go in this first half. Boy, it seems like a quick-moving game compared to the last one, doesn't it? Lloydhammer now out to Paleo, dumps it down. Here's D'Angelo, back out. Byer with it, takes a hit at the elbow, and then drops the shot. 4 points for Byer, a 24-20 Eastmont lead. Wiersma, baseline, Gallagher, back out Wiersma. Panthers slide back into that zone defense, 1-2-2 zone. Here's Easley, baseline, good. So smooth out there is Easley. And it's 26-20, a minute 19 left to go second quarter. We got a foul on the pass, I believe, and it's Easley, I think.
Yep. That's his second foul.
Four,
So 4 players with 2 fouls for Eastmont. Can't afford that.
8 fouls on Eastmont in this first half, 4 on Wenatchee with 1:18 left to go second quarter.
Brooks Travato comes in to replace Easley. He heads to the bench.
Ryan Palaio at the line, misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And back come the Wildcats. Monahan to Wiersma. Panthers staying in this zone defense. Back over to Monahan. Now it's Gallagher, dumps it down, roughens, and it's blocked by D'Angelo. Boy, he thought he got all ball there. But he's going to be charged with the foul, and that'll send Ruffins to the line for 2. Ruffins so far tonight, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. With 1:02 left to go in this first half.
Ruffins and D'Angelo, with the hair that they've got, they look like they could be brothers.
They do, they really do. Ruffins hits the first one. He'll get another one.
What do you call that, a mop top? I'm not sure what you call it.
I guess you do, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Kai Bromley checks in for the Panthers.
Me, the bald guy with Mr. Hairstyle.
Ruffins hits both free throws, and he's 3 of 4 now from the line here in this first half. Also into the ball game is number 20, Jack Sparks for Eastmont, a 5'9" senior. So under a minute to go here. Quarter number 2, got a good one, 28-20, Eastmont on top. Lloydhammer with it for the Panthers. Now to Bromley. Dribbles out of traffic to Byer. Palaio trying to post up down low. Byer has the baseline, drives all the way to the basket. Good. Byer has 6 points now in this one. 6-point Eastmont lead. It's Gallagher. Back to Wiersma. Now it's Sparks on the far side on the wing. One-handed pass, and it's stolen away by Lloydhammer. All the way down court. Layup good. Lloydhammer with 4 in this ball game. 4-point Eastmont lead. The Wildcats now can take the last shot of the half if they decide to do so. They're not. Shot's going to be taken for 3. It's good. Brooks Travato. Here's Lloydhammer at the buzzer. The shot no good, and that will end our first half of play. After 2 quarters here at Eastmont High School, it's Eastmont 31 and Wenatchee 24. Stay with us. Our halftime show begins in 2 minutes right after this.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the Diagnostic Doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units. Join us for live coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant sponsored by Cashmere Valley Bank, Saturday, February 19th. The countdown to coronation gets underway at 6:30. The pageant starts at 7. Coverage is sponsored by Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Merry Maids, August Edge, Apple Valley Honda, and the Chelan County PUD's Discovery Center. It's the Royalty Selection Pageant, only on the NCWLIFE channel.
Brent Olson and Eric Granstrom back courtside here at Eastmont High School. We're at halftime, and it's Eastmont 31 and Wenatchee 24. Eastmont outscored Wenatchee 16-8 in that first quarter, but Wenatchee came back in the second and outscored Eastmont 16-15. And boy, it was that kind of second quarter back and forth, Eric. Eastmont kind of had things under control in the first. Wenatchee got a little momentum in that second quarter.
Yeah, and Wenatchee got hot. They made their final 7 field goals attempted in that second quarter to actually outshoot Eastmont in that first half.
And, you know, benches have been playing a big role in this first half. 6 players on each team have scored in this first half, so that tells you a lot about the bench play of both teams.
Yeah, and Wenatchee, you know, they had plenty of opportunities in that first half of play. They were able to reel it in. You know, Eastmont had an 11-point lead at one point. And then it was cut down to, 4 points, I think, by Wenatchee late in that second quarter. Rebounding situation, kind of a surprise here with Eastmont leading the rebounding here tonight. And that had to do with a lot of misses by Wenatchee in that first quarter.
And, you know, Wenatchee has the height, but Eastmont has the leapers.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I look at it here. You've got Easley, Ruffins that can get off the ground. Malcolm is an amazing jumper, and those 3 make up for their lack of height with that jumping ability.
Oh, definitely so. And that comes into play not only on the glass, but also block shots or shots that are altered because you feel that pressure and you feel like you got to change your trajectory of your shot to get it up higher so it doesn't get blocked.
So what do? You're Wenatchee now 7 points down. You kind of made a mini run in that second quarter. It is back to a 7-point lead. But what do you need to do for your Wenatchee to win this one?
Well, I like what they did with that, going to that zone defense and packing it inside and saying, okay, Eastmont, you're going to beat us. You got to beat us from outside. Eastmont cooled off in that second quarter. So I'd like to see more of that zone defense for the Wenatchee Panthers. And, you know, Eastmont's got ball handlers. To press them is really just extending your own guys and tiring them out when you might need them down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
And you know, when you're Wenatchee and have a big team like that, a zone defense makes a lot of sense. You just pack the middle like you said. Okay, if you're Eastmont, you have a 7-point lead. What do you do to maintain that and maybe add to it here in the second half?
I would still try to run a little bit here, even though you got a 7-point lead. I would still try to force the pace a little bit and get my fast guys running. Get Monahan and get Easley running with a basketball. Boy, they sure move the ball fast around that half-court set. I'd like to see some transition opportunities a little bit more.
Because this definitely has been a tempo that favors the Panthers here, I think, in this first half.
Yeah, definitely so. And Eastmont kind of playing into Wenatchee's type of game. We'll see if they can reverse that trend here in the second half.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and take a look at first half stats and more as our halftime show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel right after this. Stay with us. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu, because we work to get you to work.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCW Life channel.
Halftime here at Eastmont High School, where the Wildcats lead the Wenatchee Panthers 31-24, along with Grant Olson, Eric Granstrom with you on the NCW Life channel. Let's take a look at our first half stats, unofficial totals here in the first half. First of all, for the Eastmont Wildcats, they're led by the 10 points of Eamon Monahan, 8 points for Tyrell Malcolm in that first half, 4 for Ethan Easley, and 3 each for Brooks Travado, Nick Wiersma, and for Adrian Ruffins. The Wildcats 5 of 6 from the free throw line in that first half and turned it over a total of 4 times. So pretty good on the turnovers. Meanwhile, field goal percentage, Eastmont came out hot in that first quarter. They were 6 of 15 in the first quarter, but cooled off quite a bit in the second quarter, making only 3 shots of their 11 in that quarter. So they're 9 of 26 in the ball game, 34% from the field in that first half of play. Meanwhile, for the Wenatchee Panthers, they're led by 6 points each from Luke Byer and from Michael Torres, 4 each from Camden Lloydhammer and Ryan Paleo, 2 each for Johnny Amezcua and for Trent Goodell. The Panthers 3 of 7 from the free throw line, unofficially with 6 turnovers in that first half of play. Meanwhile, field goal percentage, Wenatchee struggled in the first quarter. They were 3 of 12 from the first quarter, but they finished the half 9 of 20, so 45% from the field for Wenatchee, as opposed to 34% from the field for Eastmont. Meanwhile, the rebounding edge goes to Eastmont. They out-rebounded Wenatchee as a team 18-10 in that first half of play. Leading rebounder for the Wildcats with Ethan Easley with 7 rebounds. Meanwhile, 3 rebounds for Trent Goodell in that first half of play.
Tell you, Eric, you look at, I'm watching Wenatchee warm up right now. The only player that hasn't been in the game for Wenatchee tonight is Jackson Bishop. Every other player has been either in this game or scored in this game. That's pretty impressive.
Well, and for them to be down by 7 and getting a chance to use their bench like that and keep guys fresh, and then also keep guys out of foul situations. They've got 2 fouls on Michael Torres. That's pretty much it. Luke Byer, Trent Goodell, and Antonio D'Angelo, each with 1 foul as we begin the second half. Logan Schneider, Eamon Monahan, Ethan Easley, and Tyrell Malcolm, all with 2 fouls each as we get ready for second half.
And that could become important here as we move through this game. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by our friends at Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off is available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. And by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pest-safe threat material around your home or office. Call today for your free estimate. And both teams back out on the court. Looks like the same starters: Amezcua, Byer, Lloydhammer, Goodell, and Cook for Wenatchee, Snyder, Heimbinger, Monahan, Easley, and Malcolm for the Wildcats. And Wenatchee will have it first here as we are set to begin third quarter of play. Great to have you along, Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom, with you through these next 2 quarters. And if it's anything like that first game here tonight, we're in for a dandy ending here. Here's Lloydhammer with the basketball, dumps it down. Goodell inside, partially blocked by Tyrell Malcolm. And then the ball's stolen away by Snyder. And we've got a foul, I think, on the Panthers. Coming back the other way it is, and it's on Trent Goodell.
And a turnover on top of it.
So Goodell picks up his second personal foul. Torres and Goodell now with 2 for the Panthers. Here's Heimbinger, first possession of the second half for Eastmont. Whips it far side on the wing to Tyrell. Now Easley. Here's Snyder, dump pass baseline to Malcolm. Can't get it to go against Lloydhammer. Goodell, the rebound for Wenatchee. Down court, here's Amezcua. Almost lost control. Gets it to Lloydhammer now as Eastmont. They're staying man-to-man here. Wenatchee's been switching off a little bit, man-to-man to zone. Here's Lloydhammer. Looking for help. Dumps it down. Goodell working on a shorter Easley. Off the glass. Good. Goodell has 4. I like that soft glass shot.
Yeah.
By Goodell. Here's Heimbinger now. Back out. Malcolm stops in the lane, puts a shot up. No good. Rebound to Byer. Outlet. Lloydhammer. Panthers can cut into this lead even more now. Underneath Goodell. Head fake off the glass. No good. And the rebound to Monahan. Down court. Malcolm working on Lloydhammer. The layup is good. He's got 10 now in this game. Same as Monahan for Eastmont. Here's Goodell with the shot. Rivers Cook, the offensive board. Back up and good. First points of the night for the 6'4 junior Rivers Cook.
Yeah, Rivers Cook has got to heat up a little bit here in the second half and be more of a part of this game. It's really quiet in the first half.
I agree. Malcolm to Snyder, dumps it down Easley down low, working on Byer. Now to Malcolm underneath, working on a much taller Lloydhammer, loses the basketball, and back come the Panthers. And Goodell has it knocked out of his hands, a turnover on Wenatchee, and quickly here's Monahan. Now to Easley, baseline, gonna take the bomb, good! 7 in the ball game for Ethan Easley now, and it's an 8-point Eastmont lead. 5:40 left to go, third quarter. Goodell stares down Easley, now gets it over to Byer, who quickly passes it to Lloydhammer. Cook. Lloydhammer again, top of the key, down low. Goodell, left hand, this time no good, gets his own rebound, back up, no good, rebound, and tied up. It's a Mezqua and Malcolm. Look at them having some words. They're split up now, and the referees get in between the two of them. And Logan Snyder telling Malcolm to kind of keep his head a little bit as Palaio comes in and Goodell checks out for the Panthers.
So no foul, just a held ball call.
Right.
Okay.
Eastmont will have it as Malcolm heads to the bench now. I think just a cool-down session for Terrell Malcolm.
And that's a good move by Coach George Juarez. He's had to do that a few times this season.
He has. Here's Heimbinger now. Far side Monahan. Easily left open, top of the key, 3, good. His second of this quarter.
Last 3 field goals shot by Eastmont, they've made them all.
10 now for Easley as Lloydhammer drives into the lane, and he's muscled in there. And I think this might be on Snyder, and that's a big one. That's number 3 on the senior Logan Snyder.
On the floor before the shot.
I swear he just loves that contact under there.
Yes, he does.
Lloydhammer will bring it in, does so to Palaio.
He's a linebacker at heart.
Panthers down by 11, need a bucket here. Lloydhammer, far side, it's Byer, dribbles that way, now goes underneath, tough pass for Cook to handle, and it's a foul on Cook trying to get that ball back, and Rivers Cook picks up his first personal. 2 team fouls now on Wenatchee here in this second half. 1 on Eastmont as Adrian Ruffins comes in, and Logan Snyder with those 3 fouls to the Wildcat bench. Eastmont basketball up by 11, 39-28.
For playing hockey, Schneider is the enforcer.
Absolutely.
Ooh, my.
Easily
Look
knocked
out.
around in there. It's been a rough game.
It has.
Wenatchee foul is on Johnny Mezqua. That's his first. And now 3 team fouls on Wenatchee here, not halfway through this third quarter. Gallagher inbounds, Monahan with it. Drives, takes the 16-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Cook with the rebound, outlet to Lloydhammer, who has it slapped away, but a little too aggressively by Reese Gallagher. That'll be Gallagher's first personal foul, second team foul now on the Wildcats. Side out right in front of us. Lloydhammer will bring it in for the Panthers. Looking for help, gets it down low to Cook, working on Ruffins. Cook drives to the basket, puts up the shot, good.
Good aggressive move by Rivers Cook down low, and he has immediately become part of this game.
Here's Monahan back the other way. Heimbinger back to Monahan. Backs up for a 3, no good off the front of the rim. Mezqua gets that rebound for the Panthers.
Yeah, but for Eastmont, such good ball movement and a good look at the shot that just didn't get it to fall.
They have had great ball movement all night long. Palaio Free throw line. He's going to drive. Shovel pass. Nobody home, but Byer runs it down. Back out to Lloydhammer. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Panthers. Down low. Here's Paleo. Lost control of it. It goes off his hands and out of bounds.
Well, and I think the official, Eric Goki, underneath the bucket there was ready to call a foul on the defense had he been able to hold on to that basketball.
I think you're exactly right. 9-point Eastmont lead as we creep up on 3.5 minutes left to go third quarter. Ruffins thinking about the shot, and he's going to take it off the side of the rim, though. No good. Amezcua, the defensive rebound for the Panthers. Now Lloydhammer cross court to Byer on the baseline. Kicks it back out Paleo. Paleo to Lloydhammer. Tough pass to handle. Lloydhammer saves it into the hands of Amezcua. Now on the baseline, Cook gets pushed out of bounds, loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Eastmont basketball. Amezcua to the bench. Michael Torres comes back in for Wenatchee, playing with those 2 personal fouls.
And that wasn't a case of Eastmont's defense forcing the issue. It was just some sloppy ball handling by Wenatchee.
Ruffins inside. Gallagher tips it back out to Easley, drives the baseline, shut down there, and the ball's tipped out of bounds, and it will remain Eastmont basketball. 16 on the shot clock for the Wildcats, side out. Gallagher will bring it in to Heimbinger. Lloydhammer all the way out on Heimbinger, and we've got a whistle under the basket. I think Paleo had a hold of Gallagher under there as he tried to make his way down the baseline. And it is on Paleo. Ryan Paleo, his first, and the 4th team foul now on Wenatchee. Inbounds, Easley. Out to Heimbinger. On the baseline, now back out to Eamon Monahan. Monahan won't take the shot. Heimbinger will, though. A rare shot from him. No good. Long rebound, and a chase down by Easley. Heimbinger is going to take his 2nd shot in a row. No good. There's Ruffins with a hand on it, but it's controlled by Torres, and then he gets it taken away from him by Ruffins to the basket. Layup good. His first bucket of this second half, and he's got 5 now off the bench for Eastmont in this 41-30 ball game, and then Lloydhammer loses it. 2-on-1, Eastmont, Easley, layup good. Easley has 12 in the ball game, and Coach Kansky wants to talk things over. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go, third quarter. Eastmont 43 and Wenatchee 30. We're back with you in 30 seconds.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can use this one.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
43-30, biggest lead of the night for the Wildcats. 13 points here in this third quarter. And Eric, Wenatchee's not getting as good as shots as they were in that first half.
They just don't seem very decided on the offensive end. They seem to be waiting for somebody to make a move, and they're not really moving a lot.
No, that's true. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left in this third quarter. Wenatchee will have it out of the timeout. Here's Cook with Ruffins on him as Eastmont stays in that man-to-man defense, and they might call Easley for a reach-in foul, and they will. That's a big one, too. His 3rd now. So Logan Snyder and Ethan Easley both with 3 fouls for the Wildcats.
They're trying to be physical with Lloydhammer, and so far Camden's been able to keep his cool.
Here's Cook working his way into the basket. Ruffins got a piece of that great jumper that he is. And back quickly comes Monahan. Free throw line, stop. Jumper no good. Ruffins there with the rebound. He's going to put it back up. Short, no good. Monahan, the offensive rebound. Double reverse layup, or reverse no good. Ruffins, another rebound. He's fouled, and he's going to go to the line. What a job by the Wildcats on the offensive glass.
Fouls on Bear.
I think Coach Kansky realizes that, and he's going to get Goodell back in there quickly. Bear picks up his second foul. Ruffins at the line. Free throw, no good. Ruffins 3 of 5 from the free throw line tonight as Rivers Cook heads to the bench for Wenatchee. Ethan Easley comes out for Eastmont.
Boy, Eastmont suddenly to its largest lead of the ball game.
Brooks Travato in there. Ruffins hits that free throw. He's got 6 points off the bench for Eastmont here tonight in this 44-30 ball game now. Here's Lloyd Hammer to the basket, hits the floor hard, and he's fouled on the way there. It's going to be on Brooks Travato. That's his first, the 6'1 senior. It'll send Camden Lloyd Hammer to the free throw line. 2 of 4, 50% for Lloyd Hammer from the line so far tonight, and has 4 points. Boy, Wenatchee needs these free throws here. First one good. Into the lineup for Wenatchee is Kai Bromley as Michael Torres comes out of the lineup.
Wenatchee only has 9 field goal attempts here in the second half. Eastmont with 17.
Boy, what a difference. Free throw no good. Travato the rebound, and back come the Wildcats with that 13-point lead. Travato thought about the shot, now gets it other side of the court to Gallagher. Been impressed with this ball movement by Eastmont all night long. Here's Heimbinger now as we get close to a minute left here in the third quarter. Travato to Gallagher, back to Travato, dumps it down to Ruffins, uses that jumping ability, can't get the shot to go though. Byer the rebound for the Panthers. Now Lloyd Hammer, he's going to take it all the way, reverse layup, good.
Beautiful move by Camden Lloyd Hammer, saw the gap of the defense, knows they can't play him too tightly.
Monahan, the quick shot the other way is no good. Byer the rebound.
6 field goal attempts in a row here for Eastmont missed.
Amazing. Adrian Ruffins picks up his first foul. So both teams now with 5 team fouls as we wind down this third quarter. Panther basketball with 48 seconds left in the third. It's Lloyd Hammer. Looks for a screen, gets it from Bromley. Now back to Bromley, was open, didn't take the shot though. Shovels it off to Paleo, back out to Lloyd Hammer. Gets a screen from Goodell, he rolls to the basket. Lloyd Hammer saw him just a little bit too late though, and that caused a turnover, and back the other way comes Eastmont. Here's Monahan, nice pass on the baseline. Gallagher, back out Monahan. Travato, quick pass, Heimbinger left open, takes the shot, no good, but Gallagher there for the offensive rebound. Now it's Travato, that's way short. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Panther basketball. The cold shooting for Eastmont continues here in this third quarter.
They're 5 for 20 in the quarter.
Amazing. What's the call here?
Well, I don't know. It's on Wenatchee.
It's going to be on Luke Byer, and that's number 3 on him. Sure didn't see that one.
I didn't see that either.
Now 16 fouls on the Panthers with 10 seconds left here in this third quarter. Travato out to Monahan. 7 seconds left to Monahan. 5. Monahan, the floater in the lane, it's good, and that is going to do it for our third quarter of play. What a shot by Monahan, and our score after 3, Eastmont 46, Wenatchee 33. Fourth quarter coming your way in 30 seconds.
Join us for live coverage of the Royalty Selection Pageant sponsored by Cashmere Valley Bank, Saturday, February 19th. The countdown to coronation gets underway at 6:30. The pageant starts at 7. Coverage is sponsored by Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Merry Maids, August Edge, Apple Valley Honda, and the Chelan County PUD's Discovery Center. It's the Royalty Selection Pageant, only on the NCWLIFE channel.
Tonight's broadcast made possible by Laura Mounter Real Estate, voted world's best realtor in the Valley for 2021, and by Les Schwab. They take your safety seriously every time you stop by. Fourth quarter action coming your way. Hope you've enjoyed the basketball action tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. Our next broadcast will be right back here on Wednesday, a district boys play-in game with Eastmont against either Wenatchee or Sunnyside coming up next week. Here's Lloydhammer now out of the quarter break. Can't get the layup to go, and Easley the rebound for Eastmont. Malcolm back in there now for Eastmont as well. He has the ball far wing with Goodell on him. Lob pass near side. It's Heimbinger. As Eastmont working the ball around a little bit more here now with this 13-point lead. Snyder to Malcolm, 7 on the shot clock. Monahan, baseline, can't get the shot. Easley will take it though, off the rim, no good. Lloydhammer the rebound. Outlet to Bromley, quickly down court with Malcolm on him. Back to Lloydhammer. Looking for somebody underneath, nobody there. Paleo has it, back to Camden Lloydhammer. Far side. Here's Bromley with it. He's going to take the shot for 3. It's no good. Rebound underneath. Paleo looks to put it back up and then lost control of the basketball. Here's Malcolm. Bounce pass, and we've got a blocking foul called on the Panthers. Malcolm may be hurt on the floor right now. Camden Lloydhammer picks up his first personal, and Malcolm slowly gets off the court here at Eastmont, favoring that right leg. Paleo heads to the bench now for the Panthers. Johnny Amezcua back in.
That should put Eastmont in the bonus, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's 7th foul.
It was a defensive foul. Hey, yeah, Cody, should be 1-on-1.
Yeah. Now the referees realize it, and we'll have some free throws here, I believe. Yeah, we will.
It'll be Malcolm at the free throw line. By the way, Wenatchee hasn't shot nearly as much as Eastmont in the game, but they're out shooting him from the field 40%, 13 of 32. Eastmont 16 of 52 in the game at 30%.
Well, they started off so hot in that first quarter, too. All right, Terrell Malcolm at the free throw line. Has not attempted a free throw yet tonight. First one good. (47-33), 14-point Eastmont lead with 6:54 left fourth quarter. Malcolm's next free throw also good. Malcolm now with 12 points on the night to even Eamon Monahan for Eastmont. Here's Lloydhammer. Panthers need some buckets now. Down 15 with 6:46 left. Bromley dumps it down to Goodell. Goodell in the lane. Left-handed shot. Nice looking shot. Can't get it to go though. And Easley the rebound. Quickly, it's Heimbinger. Back to Easley to the basket. Layup good. 14 now on the night to lead all scorers. Ethan Easley for Eastmont. 50-33. Panthers, another turnover. The ball is taken away and then tied up. Monahan ties up Byer. And the possession arrow favoring Eastmont, so it'll be Wildcat basketball. Michael Torres comes back in for Wenatchee, replacing Camden Lloydhammer.
You know, at this point, Grant, when you're playing a team for the third time of the season, you fall down by 17 here in the fourth quarter. You can't help but, I think, get those earlier games where you lost big to Eastmont come into view.
Right, exactly. We've got a jump ball called on that. I thought initially it was going to be a foul as Malcolm hits the floor hard, and this possession arrow favoring the Panthers. So Wenatchee a bit of a break and get the basketball here. Michael Torres to bring it across the half-court stripe, guarded there by Monahan. Torres. Bounce past Goodell. It's kicked, and Torres picked it up, and then it's blocked in the lane by Malcolm. Knocks Torres to the floor. And Michael Torres will go to the line and shoot 2. That foul is on Malcolm. And that's number 3 on him. So 3 Wildcats now playing with 3 personal fouls. Logan Snyder, Ethan Easley, and now Terrell Malcolm.
So if you're Wenatchee, you got to keep being aggressive on the offensive end. Take it in towards the rack and try to draw some more fouls.
Absolutely. Free throw good by Torres, his first basket here of this second half. He's got 7 points.
They can go on a little run in the next couple of minutes and close this back to a within 10.
I agree. 15-point lead now, 50-35. We're under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Easley left open. He's going to take the three, no good. Malcolm comes up with the loose ball, though, and gets it to Monahan. Eastmont can reset their offense now and use more of this fourth quarter clock. Heimbinger with Torres on him. Wenatchee man-to-man defense. Now Monahan's going to put up the bomb, no good. I'm not sure that's the shot Coach Juarez wanted there either.
See, and if you're Wenatchee, you're like, okay, go ahead. Take those shots.
Right. Rivers Cook checks back in for Luke Byer. And the Panthers have the basketball with 5.5 minutes left fourth quarter. Torres gets a screen, dribbles around it, and then hands it off to Bromley, who shuffles it inside to Goodell. Back to Bromley. Terrell leaves his feet. Malcolm, that is. The shot by Bromley, no good. Fight for the rebound. Rivers Cook wins the battle and puts it back up and in. 6 points now for Cook, all here in this second half for the Panthers, as Wenatchee now has cut the lead to 13, 50-37, with 5 minutes left fourth quarter. Snyder to Monahan, far wing, stops, takes the jumper from 12, no good, fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. And that's Michael Torres, another Panther now with 3 fouls. He joins Luke Byer with 3. And Eamon Monahan to the free throw line. Been quiet in this second half, had 10 at the break, now 2 here in this second half, and he is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First one good.
I think Coach Kansky's looking for a timeout here.
And he's going to get one, too, with 4:56 left to go here. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here and tell you that our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Rivercom 911. Rivercom 911 is hiring today. See what a career as a telecommunicator can do for you and what you can do for your community. Go to rivercom911.org to apply today. And by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. 14-point lead here, Eric Granstrom, in the fourth quarter. Wenatchee needs some buckets, and they need some stops, too.
Yeah, they got to be aggressive on the offensive end. As I mentioned, Eastmont had a little bit of foul situation here. Wenatchee's going to be at the line every time they get fouled from here on out. So stay aggressive on the offensive end, clear the glass on the defensive end, and keep Eastmont outside. Let them shoot from the perimeter. Don't let them get in close.
Because this is a pace and a score that favors Wenatchee. It really does. This is what they wanted. They just can't get those buckets underneath. Monahan at the line. Made his first attempt to get another one. It's on the way and also good. 52-37, back to a 15-point lead for Eastmont. Bromley will dump it down to Rivers Cook, working one-on-one against Logan Schneider, and Logan Schneider is going to get called for that foul.
That'll be 4 on Schneider.
I mean this in the most respectful way, but I wonder if there's been a game this year where Logan Schneider hasn't fouled out. I think he has every game we've covered this year. It's just the way he plays.
Do they have fouls on this sheet here? No, they don't. Oh, yeah, they do.
Rivers Cook at the line for the Panthers. First free throw off the glass and good. Brooks Travato back in. Logan Schneider with those 4 fouls to the bench for Eastmont.
Well, believe it or not, Logan Schneider doesn't lead the team in personal fouls.
That is hard to believe.
Coming into tonight, well, now add the 4 tonight. He's got 30 personal fouls on the season. Ethan Easley has 47 coming into the game
Holy
tonight.
cow. Cook misses his second free throw attempt, so it stays a 14-point lead. Here's Easley, the fadeaway, no good, but Malcolm right there for the rebound, and Eastmont can reset their offense. 4.5 minutes left to go in this game. Here's Travato to Easley. Heimbinger has it now in the near wing, back out top of the key to Malcolm. Malcolm crossover move, puts up the tough shot, no good, and Torres the rebound for the Panthers. Dumps it down, Cook gets Malcolm off his feet, up and in. 9 points now for Rivers Cook off the bench for the Panthers in this 52-40 ball game. Heimbinger stops, side of the key, gets it out to Easley, back over to Heimbinger. Eastmont much more deliberate now on offense with this still double-digit lead. Easley to Malcolm, 7 on the shot clock. Malcolm looks to go to the basket. Goodell ties him up, and he's going to be charged with a blocking foul. And Trent Goodell now picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Grant, is what Eastmont's trying to do here is turn around a trend. 5 games in a row they had a lead in the 4th quarter that they lost. They're trying to hold on for this one.
Well, how about 4 games in a row, and you got West Valley twice and Davis twice.
Yeah.
Malcolm, free throw good. Terrell Malcolm now 4 of 4 from the free throw line here in this 4th quarter. And he's got 14 points.
And he's got 6 rebounds tonight and 2 offensive rebounds here in the 4th quarter.
Misses his 2nd attempt. Panthers turn it over. Back comes Eastmont. Malcolm on a pass from Monahan. It's good, and he's going to go to the line.
4th on Goodell.
And it is on Trent Goodell. You're right, Eric. 4 on him. 3:33 left. Just when Wenatchee had cut it to 12, it's back to 15.
That could be the dagger right there.
4 of 5 tonight from the line for Malcolm, and he completes the 3-point play. That's how you put a team away. You're 5 of 6 from the line in the 4th quarter. 16-point lead now for Eastmont. Panthers with the basketball. Here's Goodell in there, throws it out to someone, but nobody home, and that's another turnover. I've got 10 now of Wenatchee here in this 2nd half. 16 in the ball game compared to 6 for Eastmont here tonight.
Yeah, Eastmont with just 2 turnovers here in the 2nd half.
Malcolm, 3:12 left in the game. 16-point Eastmont lead to Easley. Jump steps in the lane, and he's fouled. I believe it was before the shot, though. This foul is on Goodell, and that is it for him. Leaves the game with 4 points on the night. And Antonio D'Angelo, the 6'4 senior, checks in for him. Also set to check in for Eastmont, number 14, Nick Wiersma. Here's Easley at the line. Free throw, good. 7 of 8 for Eastmont from the line just this quarter. And that really has been a difference maker here.
Ice it, ice the game from the charity stripe.
Easley will get another one. Made his first. It's on the way. Also good. Biggest lead of the night right now, 18 points. Eastmont up 58-40. 3 minutes exactly left to go, 4th quarter. A Mezqua. Out of Torres, gets a shove from Monahan. Torres drives behind the back pass to Cook. Under the basket, no good. Rebound. Terrell goes to the floor, and he's tied up. D'Angelo takes it away from him into the hands of Bromley. Nice hustle by D'Angelo. He's got it now in the near wings. Hands it off to Torres. Guarded there by Monahan. Torres drives to the basket. Gets Malcolm off his feet. Then it's blocked. I think Easley thought he got all ball. That is on Easley, and that's number 4 on him. And that will send Michael Torres to the free throw line to shoot 2. 3 of 3 on the night for Torres from the line, and has 8 points in the game.
Wenatchee just 2 of 8 from the field here in the 4th quarter.
Ooh. It's tough when you're trying to get back into a game. Here's Torres, free throw, good. Reese Gallagher checks in for Eastmont. Also checking in is Jack Sparks, a 5'9 senior. Malcolm to the bench for the Wildcats. 2:35 left to go. 17-point Eastmont lead. Torres, another free throw. This time he's off the mark, and Gallagher the rebound. To Trovato. Now it's Wiersma with it. Back out Easley to Wiersma. He's going to not even hesitate and take the shot. It's an air ball. Saved, though, and then into the hands of Bromley. Here's a Mezqua to the basket. Couldn't find anybody and just throws it out of bounds. And Coach Juarez, I believe, wants to take a timeout. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go, fourth quarter. It's Eastmont in control, 58, Wenatchee 41. Back with more action in 30 seconds.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Game is also brought to you by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, providing outstanding value and service since 1962. 17-point Eastmont lead late in the fourth quarter. Wenatchee needs some buckets, and they need them quickly with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Eastmont will have it as Wenatchee now full court pressure to try to cause some turnovers, and they do right off the bat here as Amezcua picks up that loose ball. Far side to Bromley. Top of the key, Cook back to Bromley. Underneath, it's D'Angelo with it. Spin move down low. Lost control of the basketball, but it goes out on a Wildcat and will remain Panther ball. D'Angelo's a big body in there.
Yeah, he is. Eastmont, by the way, on the road to finish the season tomorrow at Sunnyside.
Underneath, here's Cook on the inbounds pass. Shot point blank, good. 7 points this quarter for Rivers Cook for Wenatchee, but still down by 15 as Easley drives to the basket, fouled, and I think this will be on Cook. We'll have to wait and see, but Easley will go to the line and shoot two. It is on Rivers Cook, his second. Easley at the free throw line for the Wildcats. He's 2 of 2 in the game. First one on the way, rolls around, no good. Checking in for the Panthers.
He's, they just said
Jackson Bishop.
Okay, Jackson Bishop.
Yep.
The scorer said initially that he wasn't in the book, but they found him, so he can legally come into the game.
So Easley 1 of 2 on this trip at the free throw line with 1:45 left, and Easley heads to the bench.
How many points for Ethan tonight?
Ethan Easley, 17 on the night for Easley.
Okay.
Yep.
Have to tell me who you want to talk to in the postgame. We'll grab them right away and do what we did with the girls, have them right here at the scorer's table.
Here's Cook, far side Bishop. Loses control of it, and it's into the hands of Eastmont. Another turnover on the Panthers as Amezcua tried to get it back, and then Sparks puts up the shot, no good. D'Angelo the rebound for the Panthers. 1:20 left to go. 16-point lead as the ball is knocked out by Gallagher and will remain Panther basketball. Well, Eastmont looks like they're going to break their, get off the schneid here in the month of February with a win here tonight. The third win for Eastmont, it looks like, over the Panthers here this season. Here's Bromley, baseline, going to put up the shot uncontested, no good. Rebound underneath to Brooks Travato. Dribbles out of traffic. And now Wiersma will set up the Eastmont offense. 1 minute left to go in this game. In the lane, here's Ruffins, and a block by Amezcua. Nicely done by Johnny Amezcua. Now Bromley dumps it down baseline. Here's Rivers Cook backing up on Ruffins. Wanted to take the shot but didn't. Now it's Jackson Bishop. He'll put up the shot and it's blocked by Travato. Now Wiersma. To Gallagher, who's going to put up the bomb, no good. Nobody blocking out, gets his own rebound, and it's back to Jack Sparks now in the lane. Travato, no good, and D'Angelo this time the rebound for the Panthers with 25 seconds left to go. Here's Amezcua, going to put up the long shot, no good. D'Angelo the rebound, no good. Who's got it? It's into the hands of Brooks Travato, and that's going to do it here, I believe. 7 seconds, 6 seconds left to go now. His time is running out here on the Wenatchee Panthers, and that will do it. Our final score here at Eastmont High School, the Wildcats 59 and the Wenatchee Panthers 43.
Who do you want to talk to?
Let's talk to Malcolm, Terrell
Okay.
Malcolm.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
All right, our final score once again, 59-43. We will get Terrell Malcolm here in a second as soon as Eric can run him down. Eastmont, a whale of a game tonight. I'll tell you, it was free throws here by the Wildcats tonight that did this job. All right, our player of the game tonight is Terrell Malcolm for the Eastmont Wildcats, 6'1" senior, unofficially 17 points tonight, Terrell. And you guys didn't have the tempo you like, where you're up and down the court, but you managed to get the shots you wanted when you needed them.
I mean, it all starts with defense. That's one thing, that was the main focus coming in the game, is we rebound and we run. That's how we run, and that's the main part of it, is defense.
And you knew Wenatchee had a height advantage over you guys, so rebounding, you did a fantastic job rebounding the basketball. Was that also a focus of Coach Juarez?
Yeah, that was a huge focus. The whole focus was to crash the boards the whole game, and that's what we did. We also got some guys that could jump out the gym, so we did that too.
Well, absolutely, yes. And I'll tell you what, you guys, free throws tonight were off the hook. I think you missed 2 free throws in the entire game. How important is that in a game like this?
It's very important. That's one of the most important things there is. Earlier in the season, we struggled on free throws, and every day in practice, we shoot 30 free throws each person, and that's been going great for us. So that's what we've been focusing on.
So you beat the Panthers now 3 times this season. You may see them for a 4th time next week. What's it like playing against your Cross River rival for 3 times in a season?
It's fun because all these guys are our friends. It's fun playing against them.
All right, Terrell Malcolm, our player of the game, 17 points unofficially, and a great all-around game tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back and look at our final game stats as our show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel right after this.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
All right, we are back courtside here. Our final score once again, the Eastmont Wildcats defeat the Wenatchee Panthers by a final of 59-43. Let's quickly go through some of this scoring tonight. First for the Wenatchee Panthers, leading the way, Rivers Cook off the bench for Wenatchee with 11 points, 9 for Michael Torres off the bench. Camden Lloydhammer ends up with 7 points, 6 for Luke Byer. Johnny Amezcua with 2 points and 4 points off the bench for Ryan Paleo. Wenatchee 8 of 13 from the free throw line. 12 second half turnovers, 6 in the first for 18 in the ball game. And now for the Eastmont Wildcats, balanced scoring tonight. Ethan Easley, 18 points. He was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. 17 points from Terrell Malcolm. 5 of 6 from the line. 13 points for Eamon Monahan. He was 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And 6 points for Adrian Ruffins off the bench. A nice game for him. 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. And then 3 each for Brooks Travato and for Nick Wiersma. From the free throw line, Eastmont was scorching tonight, Eric. 15 of 19 from the line tonight. And they committed 7 turnovers in the ball game. So I think, Eric, really free throw shooting and taking care of the basketball was a big difference in this game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And they out-rebounded their opposition tonight, 34-25.
Who would ever predicted that?
No, and 11 rebounds for Ethan Easley, so he was a man all night long. Meanwhile, the top rebounder for the Wenatchee Panthers was Trent Goodell, was 6. And he had most of that in the first half, by the way. Shooting from the field. Interesting the way this one panned out. The Eastmont Wildcats took a total of 66 shots in the game. They made only 27% of those shots, 18 out of 66. Meanwhile, Wenatchee held to just 32 field goal attempts in the game, and 44 in the game. They made 16 of 44, so 36% to 27%. So Wenatchee actually shot better than Eastmont from the field, but Eastmont made the buckets when they needed it to, and they made it count here tonight.
To pick up their 4th league win, and Wenatchee stays at 3 wins. And Eastmont, our next broadcast will be right here at Wildcat Gymnasium next Wednesday.
No, actually tomorrow. Don't
that's
forget.
Right, tomorrow.
Yes.
What am I thinking? Tomorrow night at Wenatchee. Moses Lake at Wenatchee. Girls game tips off at 5:45, and the boys at 7:30.
Yep, so we'll have that tomorrow night as they wrap up the regular season and get ready for the play-in games, which we'll have here at Eastmont. We don't know who they'll play yet, but we'll have it for you here at 6 o'clock on Wednesday here on the NCWLIFE.
Wouldn't it be some if it was Wenatchee for a 4th time this season? You
Well,
better thank everybody that's here tonight, Eric.
We have seen that before where the two teams have faced multiple times, including the playoffs in the district tournament. We need to thank our crew here tonight. First of all, of course, Malcolm Whitehall back at the studios. He's been somehow hanging on for the whole thing with a double overtime girls game tonight, and then the boys game here as well, as Eastmont knocks off Wenatchee 59-43. Also, Josiah Davison is our on-site line producer here tonight, and of course our camera crew as well. Nate Mann, who's been right behind us all night long, who's been standing, I think, all night long as well. Matthew Ortiz down on our end zone camera, and Hunter Muma up in the bleachers taking care of the sky cam here tonight.
Thanks to everyone, and for my partner Eric Granstrom, I'm Grant Olson. Wishing you a great night tonight, and please join us again tomorrow night for more basketball. It's Wenatchee and Moses Lake right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Good night, everyone.
With 2, with 1 from half court. Go off the mark. Eastmont.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.